Warriors, what will you do when the storms of life come against you? What will you do when the enemy has beaten you down? You rise up, warrior, and put on the full armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of the Spirit. You gird your waist with the truth, and you shod your feet in preparation for the gospel of peace, and most of all, the shield of faith. Warriors, mount up!
Hello, warriors, and thank you once again for joining me on the battlefield. I am PJ Pastor James. A warrior reminder, don't forget to listen to the end of this podcast for the Warrior Word of the Week. What are we going to talk about today? Yes, at 2 a.m. this morning, God gave me a spoken word for the new year, 2025. So I'm going to share that with you without any delay. New year, new gear. Know that I have made you bold and without a spirit of fear. A drone, leave it alone. This is used to distract you so that you take your eyes off the throne. I tell you to remain focused on me and not to twitch. The second you turn your head, the enemy will use the old bait and switch. Focus and attention is to be on me. The enemy still doesn't get it. There's nothing under the sun that I do not see. Now more than ever, you need to be set apart. Oh, that bell you hear ringing? The fight's not over, it's just about to start. Tricks and tricks they have up their sleeves. Fools only perish for the lack of knowledge. They are the ones that are deceived. Don't be surprised on what you hear, for I will uncover all the scandals. In my word, didn't Yeshua Jesus tell you when it was time to dust off your sandals? The time has come to be set apart. It is time to rearrange. It's not business as usual, warriors. It's time to be the change. Stand for my word and what is right. Don't fall asleep, armor up and fight. For this fight will not be the same or even the norm. Those who don't look towards me won't survive this storm. Nothing comes easy, this is true. It is the enemy and not I that opposes you. Mistakes were made, and now it's in the past. The ones that refuse to move forward are the ones that won't last. My word has given you instruction and what you need to know and how to win. Avoid the enemy's traps and snares and stay clear from sin. Armor up day and night. When it comes to drinking, keep your head up, always ready to fight. Failure isn't failure unless you have learned. Separation of the 3,000 to the 300. Let's see what you have learned. For those who built a kingdom by relying on a man, no, I'm not a respecter of person. You have built a house on sinking sand. Moses led my people out of Egypt, holding a staff. Don't make man an idol. It's the same as building a golden calf. What will you do with your second chance? Will it be different or the same? Don't be like the ones I delivered and just murmur and complain. See, change has never come because of a man. Change comes from faith in my word, knowing that your God can. For I am the one that leads you to the promised land. New year, new gear, no fear. So out with the old and in with the new. How can you lose when I am, the I am, is with you? It is as easy as counting 1, 2, 3. For I'm looking for those willing who boldly exclaim, send me. What is God telling us, warriors, in this word? God is telling us in this spoken word to be bold, to beware that the enemy is going to come in with distraction and deception. That's what he does. We cannot become attracted to the distraction. All this other stuff that's going on, we need to put aside and know that God is in control. To remain focused and set apart. He wants us to remain focused on him and set apart, not to be like the world, because we're in the world, but we're not of this world. Refrain from sin. Take a stand. Stand on the word. Stand on the truth and the truth of the word. Nothing that is tainted and nothing that is compromised. Remember, the enemy is your opposition and not God. God is not our opposition when things go wrong. What the world will try to do is try to tell us that it's God, but it's not. it is the enemy. That's part of the deception. That is the part of the deceiving. We need to move on and move forward. We need to leave the past in the past, and we need to go forward. What God has put forth for us to do today for his kingdom. God is looking for willing warriors. Now, we all say, send me, but when the fight gets tough, remember the old saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Remember, you're going to carry the ball, you're going to take the hits. So remember, we're in a battle. He's looking for willing warriors that say, send me. Don't make idols. We do not make idols out of a man, out of an office, out of a thing. We need to keep our eyes upon God, for he is the one that will do. He is the one that restores, renews, and redeems. Make the best, warriors, of our second chance. We have a second chance. We have time. We need to be the change. There's no time to murmur and complain about what we don't have and what we don't see. Remember, if God is for us, who can be against us? And remember, God can when man can't. Be the change, warriors. I think the word today is be the change. And that will do it for today's podcast. Don't forget to uplift another warrior today and get them back on the battlefield and back in the fight. New year, new gear, warriors. Share these podcasts so we can build the army of God together. At Warriors Mount Up Ministries, we are listener funded. Please pray and see what the Lord will put on your heart to sow and give into our ministry so that we can reach other warriors out there. And a big thank you to those who have blessed this ministry. And now for the Warrior Word of the Week. As warriors, we were not meant to be the same. Warriors, we were made and meant to be the change. So remember, warriors, new year, new gear. Don't be the same, be the change. So until next time, mount up, let's ride, and God bless.